What's up, guys? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 8:37 a.m. Friday morning, August the 8th, 2025th year of our Lord. And boy, it's been a rough week, guys. It really has. It's rained every single doggone day this week, man. There's a lot of rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It was light rain yesterday. Went out yesterday, tried to get some stuff done. I only got I got 5 done. Got 5 done yesterday out of 11. And actually, if you want to look at it that way, I got 4 out of 11 done, but I also did a commercial property. Commercial properties come first. I'm getting them done every week, regardless of weather. If all I do is go out there and pick up trash, I'm getting those commercial properties done. Those are my big money accounts. And so yeah, I got 5 total done yesterday, man. I'm used to getting anywhere from 10 to 12 done every week or every day. And but the first residential property I did yesterday, it was so wet. I just, not that the grass wasn't wet, but the ground was saturated still. And with the light rain we had, just misting all day yesterday. Nothing got a chance to dry out, and everything was soupy, and I dug some ruts. I didn't have to spend any money to fix it. I could just fix it with a shovel and a rake. And but had to move extremely slow after that, man, to keep from tearing anybody else's stuff up. And so I only got 5 done yesterday total. And just rough. And it's pretty much the same way right now. Wasn't supposed to rain today. Wasn't supposed to rain yesterday. Not supposed to rain today. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow. It rained all day yesterday. Just a steady mist all day yesterday. Nothing dried out. Same way today. It's been off and on. It hadn't been steady, but it's been off and on since I got up this morning. Periodically a little light rain to come through. So nothing is dry. Nothing is dry at all. And this will be the 3rd week this year that I haven't really turned any revenue. And it sucks, man. It really does. And I've got one more commercial property that's got to get done. I talked to the property manager yesterday, and he told me, listen, I trust your judgment. You've been good to us so far, and I have no reason to not trust you. So if it's too wet to put a machine on, don't put a machine on it. He said, just edge it up, trim what you can, make it look good, and get up whatever trash is up. Make sure you take before and after pictures. He said, if anybody says anything, I got your back. He said, all I ask is for a heads up every time. So I'm thankful for that. And most time you deal with commercial, man, they expect you to be out there rain or shine, and they don't care if it gets tore up or not. They want you out there. And so I do have that going for me, but I want to try to get my Monday route done today. That way I can at least earn some revenue this week. And the commercial property that I got to do tomorrow, I've got a project that's got to be done on it, man. There's 2 spots in the parking lot where sand and gravel leaked out of a retaining wall and is kind of baked onto the parking lot. And I got to get that up. That's probably going to take me 2.5, 3 hours. And it's not going to be terrible work. It ain't going to be back-breaking or anything like that. But they're paying me extra for that, and they're paying me quite a bit to do that. So I'm going to try to get that done tomorrow. Ain't no try. I'm getting that done tomorrow. That's something I can do whether it's raining or not. And I just want to do it tomorrow. That way this week is shot anyway, and I'm going to get out there first thing in the morning, because I know they're closed tomorrow, and I ain't gonna have to worry about the parking lot filling up on me. So I'm gonna get all that taken care of. And then there's also 2 more that I'll definitely want to get done tomorrow, or by tomorrow, because I really want those 2 to stay on this week. I want them to stay on my Monday route, regardless, because it just makes more sense for them to be on my Monday route, logistically and efficiency wise. So I definitely want to try to get those two done as well. And but yeah, man, it's frustrating. It really is. And I know I'm going to lose customers every time this happens. This is the third time this year that this has happened. And every time it's happened, I've lost at least 2 customers. And you know, regardless of the fact of whether or not we can control the weather, you have people in my area that have a God complex. They think they are God, and they think that you're supposed to be able to manipulate the route to be able to get to them before you get to anybody else. And that's just not the way the world works, man. And that's not the way my business is going to work. I look at all my customers the same, you know. I treat them all the same, even my commercial properties. You know, I will get out there and take care of those commercial properties, because the bottom line is you will definitely lose those customers if you ain't out there when you're supposed to be. So I am going to get those taken care of. But as far as my residentials go, no. I get to you when I get to you, man. And if it's not good enough for you, I don't know what to tell you. So I do expect to lose a few customers, and I'm not sweating it. You know, it is what it is. Those are the type of customers you don't need. And it's like the old saying goes, man, you lose one, you pick up 2. But this evening I got to go look at another commercial property. Another Domino's opened up in Grovetown, and the guy reached out to me and asked me if I could to go out there and give him a price for it. I googled it. It's a very small property, and they're probably just gonna be getting my minimum. And so yeah. But anyways, guys, I want to hop on here and holler at y'all for a minute, man. I've got a new thing I'm wanting to do, man. I'm researching a lot of stuff right now, and I've talked to several people. Talked to one guy, but I've been thinking about this for about 2 or 3 weeks now. I'm going to get into forestry mulching. Or I'm wanting to get into forestry mulching. I'm not going to say I am getting into forestry mulching, because anything's subject to change. So I want to get into forestry mulching. I want to turn my business into Tank's land management instead of Tank's lawn maintenance. And I want to get into forestry mulching, land clearing, grading, stuff like that. Whether it be a gravel lot, driveway, clearing a lot out to build a house or a shop, something like that. I want to get into complete landscaping installs, eventually get into hardscape installs, things like that. And the only thing I'm not wanting to do, I'm not wanting to get into logging, and I'm not wanting to get into treatments. That's 2 things that I really just have no desire to do. And but I've been looking into this for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and a buddy of mine called me. There's 3 guys in this area that does that does forestry mulching. Forestry mulching is a very lucrative business. Very, very, very lucrative. But it is very high risk. You're taking a big risk when you go out and start a forestry mulching business. That shit ain't cheap, man. It just ain't. The going rate in my area, there's only 3 people in my area that does it. I know all 3 of them. I have spoke to all 3 of them. And the going rate in my area is between $300 an hour and $350 an hour. There's a very, very professional tree service in my area that offers forestry mulching, and he is by far the best in the area when it comes to tree service. He's the go-to guy. He had someone out of Athens, Georgia, offer him $147 million for his business, and he turned it down, if that tells you anything. But my cousin went to school with him. I've known the guy for a very long time. He's a great dude, Christian man, honest to a T, honest to a fault, really. But just a great guy, man, and he's a wealth of information. And I actually look up to him as a mentor, just for business, not for landscaping, but for business in general. And he's a very smart individual, and he's got it figured out. If there's anybody in this area that's got business figured out, he's one of them. And but him and another guy that I used to work with at Budweiser, he's a landscaper. He offers forestry mulching, and matter of fact, he does that more than he does. He's not even with the maintenance crews anymore. He's out on that skid steer every single day doing forestry mulching and grading. And he's one of them that charges $300 an hour. And another guy that I talk to every so often, if he needs my help with something, and or if I have a question for him, we'll call each other up. And he does it as well. He's a good guy also, and he's somebody that's gonna shoot you straight. And he also is charging $300 an hour for that kind of stuff. But every one of them have told me about this guy that they use to get leads. They pay this guy $2,500 a month for to send them leads, and it's a guaranteed 50 to 100 leads per month. And naturally, they're not closing 50 to 100 leads a month. That's a lot. That's humanly impossible to close that many leads as somebody that's doing it solo. The tree guy, the expensive guy, he could probably do it because he's got close to 50 people working for him, so he could probably do it. But the other two, is humanly impossible. But and they've also told me that some of those leads could be anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 for one lead, and you just have to go out there and look at it and see if it's worth it to you. And but every one of them have told me that each lead they get is at least $2,500 worth of work. Whether or not you want to fool with it or not is on you. And so I'm going to talk to one of them, the guy that I used to work at Budweiser with. I'm going to talk to him again this weekend. I want to get that guy's information, and I want to talk to him before I pull the trigger on something like this. Because here's my thoughts, man. I was thinking about it, after this summer, man. I had an extremely rough summer. I did. I'm still in the green, I'm still making good money, still making a profit. But I have had more breakdowns this summer, had to deal with rain more than I ever had this summer. And just bad weather all the way around, whether it be rain or extreme heat, whatever it may be. Had to deal with a lot of breakdowns and so on and so forth. And it's starting to take a toll on my mind, and it's also taking a toll on my body. And I'm dealing with that. And also, I'm looking at it like this, man. I'm not getting any younger, and I'm only 41 years old. Yes, I'm still fairly young compared to a lot of guys that's doing this. There's guys out here that's 60, 70 years old that's out here cutting grass every single day, and they're kicking ass out there. And I get it, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm not wanting to be doing that until I'm 60 or 70 years old. That's just not what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to grow this business to the point where I have no choice but to step out of the field. And there's only one way you can do that, man, and that's to keep expanding and keep adding services. But I still plan on keeping lawn maintenance. That's not going anywhere. Lawn maintenance has been good to me. It's been bad at times, but it's been more good to me than it has anything else. And also, my boys, they enjoy lawn maintenance. They're wanting to get into it as well. And once they graduate high school, I can put them with the crew, get them trained up, and hopefully turn a crew over to them one day. But the thing about it is, man, before I pull the trigger on something like this, and before I decide 100% that this is something I'm definitely going to do, I've got to get some ducks in a row, man. I've got to get some debts paid off. I want to have zero business debt before I do something like that. I would like to try to have zero personal debt before I do something like that, but the reality is I can't wait that long. My house isn't paid off, and I've got quite a few years left on my house. And but forestry mulching, it's like anything else. There's not many people out here that do it in my area, but it's like anything else, man. If you wait too long, the market's going to get oversaturated, and it's going to go to shit. It really is. It's going to go to trash. So if you're going to do it, you need to do it while the doing is good, while the getting's good. And so I do want to try to get this done within the next year or two. But the only catch is I'm going to have to finance about $250,000 worth of equipment. Just because of the simple fact, I'm not going out and buying used equipment to start a business like that. I'd rather buy something that's got a warranty on it. Simple as that. And the machine you talking about anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000 a year. You know, it would definitely be a Bobcat, something like a T86 or a T770. The T770 is $80,000. The T86 is $100,000. I would just have to look at them and talk to a sales rep and all that good stuff, and see which one would work best for me. And then you talking about another $20,000 to $30,000 for a forestry head and a forestry kit for to put on the skid steer. And then also have to get a heavy duty trailer, man. I'm not getting a tilt trailer. It's gonna be a sure enough heavy duty double drop trailer. And in order to haul that kind of weight around, I would have to get another truck. This F-150 ain't gonna cut it for something like that. You talking about 20,000 pounds, 24,000 pounds, 20 to 26,000 pounds, somewhere in that ballpark, between the skid steer, the attachment, and the trailer. So for something like that, you would definitely need a diesel engine and a heavy duty transmission to haul it around. And everybody I've talked to said that you really don't want anything smaller than a F450 or 4500 or something like that, whether that be a Ford, Dodge, or Chevy. And so I would probably go in and get something like a flatbed Ford F450 with Power Stroke and all that good stuff. That way I would have no problem. And so yeah, you're looking at about $250,000 worth of equipment that I would have to finance, man. I just don't have that kind of money laying around. And before I commit to something like that, I want to talk to the guy that does the leads. I want to be able to make sure that he can guarantee that I'm going to have leads before I commit to something like that. And the negative part about this is that I'm going to have to be willing to travel hour and a half, 2 hours to do work. And because this area ain't but so big, and there's not a whole lot of woods around here, so everybody has told me that you got to be willing to travel up to about 2 hours to go to work. And but the good news is, when you do travel, you factor all that in, and it can become very lucrative for you. So, but anyways, guys, yeah, I'm thinking about getting into all of that. It's pushing 9 o'clock right now. I really need to get out and try to get some stuff done. Don't know what I'm gonna be able to and what I ain't gonna be able to get done today, but I'm gonna do my best, man. And but yeah, thinking about getting into something else. And when I do get into that, man, I forgot to mention this part. When I do get into that, I'm gonna have to hire somebody that I can trust, whether it be one person or whether it be two people, to run the lawn maintenance every single day. And preferably somebody with some experience, that knows what they're doing, and somebody that knows what it takes. You know, that you got to get out there and hustle. And but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But like I said, man, I'm flirting with this idea. It's definitely not going to be something that's going to happen in 2025. It'll probably be 2026 or 27. And who knows, it may even be pushed back as far as 2028. But anyways, guys, y'all let me know down in the comments below what y'all think. And if y'all have any experience doing this kind of stuff, if you've been through it, let me know what to expect. You can inbox me on my Facebook page or whatever, and just let me know what to expect. But y'all let me know what your thoughts are on all of this. But hey, all you weekend warriors out there, man, I hope y'all get out there and crush it. It's your time to shine. I hope y'all have an amazing day, man. But hey, till the next video, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.